Good morning, students. I am Asutosh Ranjan, Science teacher of Modern English School, Biharsari branch. Today I am going to teach you your fourth chapter, that is sorting materials and groups. That is your fourth chapter, and it is my first lecture for your fourth chapter. So first of all, before studying this chapter, we should know about what is sorting. What is the meaning of the process sortings? So students, sorting is that process in which we make groups. We make groups of different substances according to their any specific, any particular property. As different types of objects are found in our surroundings, we use different types of substances to fulfill our necessity of daily life. In this term, we use different types of materials, and these materials can be grouped into different groups according to their different properties, and these properties are their physical appearance, conductivity, opacity, hardness or softness, brightness, strength, floating and sinking capacity, sound producing capacity, looking appearance, different types. On the basis of these properties, their physical appearance, their chemical appearance, we can classify different types of materials into different groups according to our necessity. So now question is arise, what are advantages, what are benefits to make groups of substances? What are benefits to classify object into different groups? So students, by classifying objects into different groups, we find these objects easily as we need. We can classify objects according to their magnetic, non-magnetic property, conductivity, non-conductivity property, transparency. According to transparency, objects are classified into three groups: transparent, opaque, translucent. According to strength, objects can be classified hard, soft. According to solubility, objects can be classified soluble or insoluble. According to physical state, objects can be classified into solid, liquid, gas. According to conductivity, objects are classified into conductor or insulator. According to floating capacity, object can be classified into floating object or sink object, that can be sink in water, that can be float in water, swim on water surface. So on the basis of different properties, we can classify different objects, and this classification help us to choose objects according to our need, according to our necessity. Simply we take an example of any shop. As when we visit any medical store, we tell to shopkeeper that you give me some medicines of fever, and by this, after telling, shopkeeper just pick up some medicines of fever and give me. Although a large amount of medicines are kept in shop, but there is no more time was involved in searching of medicine. So how this easy work is happened? This work is happened due to classification of medicine. Previously, shopkeeper has classified different types of medicines according to disease. As we demand to them medicines of fever that will grouped in separate column. As we find any vitamin that is grouped in next column. As we find any other medicine related to pain that is kept in other column. So this is classification of medicine according to disease symptom. Similarly, in our daily life we use different types of conductor, insulator, transparent, opaque, soluble, insoluble, hard, solid, liquid, soft, different types of materials. And when we classify these materials according to their property, we can easily find these materials and we can use these materials. So these are advantages, these are benefits of classification of materials into different groups. So for today that's all. In my next lecture I will discuss about different bases, different properties on which objects are classified into different groups. Thank you. Have a nice day.